Okay, guys. So I opened up with the clip from the last post, and that post basically showed you what the material was and also gave you the date of the fresh blood along with the so-called agent. So today, what I'm going to show you and kind of walk you through the biological destruction. There are very little discernible biological materials left, and there are many thread-like, fungal-like, stringy materials that I can see throughout the whole thing. Really disgusting looking crystallization processes have taken place. And so I'm just going to walk you through that just to show you that if this is just one drop, right? What could these things potentially be doing within our bodies? This thing wasn't subjected to any RF or any informational waves, if you will. It was just sitting on the stage right where I filmed that last one and haven't touched it in a little over 24 hours. Again, we're just going to walk you through this thing and just let's just see the devastation, the aftermath, if you will. So right now we're on the 4X and I'm going to drop around between the 10X and the 20X as well, just to show you different things. Now, some people will just say these are just random salt crystallization, like particles or expressions, right? Could be. But I've been watching this stuff for a while, and what I've been seeing, it's like you start to see budding. Like, okay, why are these so-called salt crystals budding? You know? All right, that's the 20X. So we're gonna bump back up to the 4. The 4X can actually show you a lot with the devastation anyway. And I always look at how stringy these things are. Well, that's just the way blood dries, Eric. Okay. Maybe at the end I'll throw in some random occurrences that was happening that I captured. And this may be a little long, and I'm sorry, I don't typically like recording anything over 10 minutes, to be honest with you. 10, 15 minutes. There aren't many discernible biological materials left, even at even at the 20X. It's like this agent, if you will, has literally just overtaken or co-opted all the biological structures really into something else. I mean, I could sit here and wait and wait and wait and just show you how much it continues to take and co-opt until basically, I'll just say it. I'll just say that none of me remains, right? Because that was a drop of my blood. And at the end of the day, if people are still stuck, I get it. I get it. I get it. When you go in, your mouth is in pain. You're in a bind, right? I know. Been in binds many times myself. Praise the Most High, I got out of it without even going to the system. But guess what? It won't easy. It won't comfortable. All right, let's go down on the 10X. Mm, it's a nice little black hole. That ain't nothing but a whole bunch of little black boxes. Look at all them little black boxes in there. Yes, I'm under 20x, just so you know. Let's pop back around to the 4. Work our way back the other way. We'll just keep going zigzag. Yeah, let's look and see if we can see any old blood in there. Well, my blood, for the most part, isn't typically rouleaued that much. Rarely, but and I don't think I know if I can really. There's like a webbing over all that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I try to find adjust it as much as I could. It does look like there's a little bit of a webbing over top of it, and of course, some people say, "Well, that's fibrogenic." Eric. Fibrogen and is webby like. Well, okay, we're not. Yeah, they're just all stuck together. Put it on the 4X. Just keep on trucking. I know. When things dry up, they tend to look stringy. But I would just caution people to just relax on what you're told is so-called normal. Do have some strings that I thought were funny, but if I can't find them during this conversation, I'll just overlay it while I'm talking. I can't make this video longer than 20 minutes anyway because the I'm recording this from the D5000 and the D5000 can only do 20 minutes in one one pass, if you will. Then it turns off. The record turns off. Kind of looks like the Grand Canyon. Another one of those fractal fungal. See if we can pick up any symmetrical objects in there. I can see some pretty unique objects in there. I don't know if it's going to translate through the video compression and all that stuff. Now we're on the 10x. There's a red thread that came about. So obviously, I don't know if it came from me or was developed from all this intermingling of this agent with my blood. But yeah, that bad boy hasn't changed a whole lot. That almost was like an embryo, don't it? Waiting for that thing to hatch. Go back to the 4X. Let's continue on with this little journey. You can barely see that, can you? You drive right past it. So many weird things. But again, like Very little discernible biological materials left. All used and consumed up. I'm going to close it out with this right here. We're going to drop it down to the 10x. See what that reveals. Oh yeah. See all those little squares in there? And that's all I got, guys. This is the war. This is a portion of their war they wage on us. Look up, cry out, seek them daily. That's all I got to say. Take care. Be safe.